90.5 is WUOG Athens. You're listening to D90.5, Season 4, lovingly titled Attack on Athens. Welcome, everybody. Wow. I'm your DM Chase. Is everybody in the same order in the Discord call?
I don't. How would we know that? I don't.
For me, Anne is first. Anne.
Okay, yeah. Hey, it's Anne. I haven't left Athens.
Even if you did, it doesn't matter. We're on Discord.
That's true, but there's the added layer, I think, of that I'm doing this out of Athens, despite having graduated. It's fine. I appreciate you letting me still linger.
We're happy to have you, friend of the show, and
friend of the pod.
True.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
That's me. Long-time listener, first-time participant.
Nice. I should probably. Are we going to introduce our characters now or later?
We can introduce our characters in a minute.
Okay.
Going down next is Birthday Sombrero.
That's me. That's my Discord name, named after a Roswell Kids song I liked in high school.
Nice.
Will, long-time listener, first-time participant. I didn't actually listen before. I heard the episode of last season where Lindsay described Jar Jar Bonks as just Jar Jar Binks, but insanely attractive. And I kind of tuned out.
I'm not sure that's the exact words she used, but I'm glad you didn't use her exact words.
I think she said sexy.
Yeah.
Either way. Then I just happened to get home at that time, so I got out of my car and stopped listening, and then
never
for one reason or another I was never tuned in. One of my many failings. Anyway, excited to be here. Excited to play some D&D. Excited to destroy Athens.
That's gonna be a big old fun part. And lastly, we have.
Hi, I'm Isabel, and I'm back to play another flavor of JPJJ.
Who is JPJJ?
JPJJ is my first character that I played on this show. It stands for John Paul Jones Jones, and he was
season
the
2.
love of my life.
Yeah. From the season we lovingly called... Sorry, go ahead.
And ever since, I've just been playing him like he's kind of a LaCroix, where it's just like slightly different.
Oh, that's fun. I like your analogy.
Thank you.
It was a good...
I hate LaCroix.
I believe it's LaCroix.
LaCroix.
LaCroix. French in high school.
And we very well might be talking over each other a good bit because we are recording this remotely and we can't look at each other's faces while we speak. And so I'm already having an issue with that. But I apologize in advance to y'all and any listeners who might be listening. I think with that apology aside, we're ready to get started with Season 4, Attack on Athens. Yay! All right, we open on Athens, Georgia, a medium-sized sort of hipster-adjacent town in northeast Georgia. If you're unaware of where Athens is and you listen to this station, I'd be incredibly surprised. We find Athens in a year that is not the pandemic. I'd like to say like fall 2019, the last time things felt a little bit more normal.
Take me back.
Yeah.
Or perhaps an alternate timeline.
The good timeline for 2020. If
this is the timeline where we won the Natty a few years back.
Yeah, and COVID didn't happen as a result. Butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Dubinum never existed.
Oh.
Question.
So if you think about it, we can really blame Bama.
Yeah.
For the current state of the world.
We're going to blame Bama for the creation of Doobie and 200,000 deaths at this point in the U.S.
I have another question.
Yes.
Does Eurorap still exist in this world?
Of course Eurorap still exists in this good world where everything is happy.
It's a good timeline. Come on, of course it does.
This is the good timeline.
Okay, just make it fair.
And the Chick-fil-A downtown is still a Five Guys and the taco stand is still there.
You're here.
R.I.P.
You're gonna have me tearing up on air.
Yeah. Actually, don't hold me to any of this because if I forget and somehow mention something else, I have no idea. But the big like sort of conceit of this season is that it's gonna take place in Athens. So if you listen along and you're familiar with street names, locations, and sort of ideas of Athens, you'll have fun. Play along at home or just listen. So we find ourselves on a good Thursday night in town at the intersection of Millage Avenue and Springdale. For those of y'all familiar with the town, we're on Greek Row. We see a we see a car pull up to the nearby apartment complexes and park illegally in a parking spot that's definitely only for residents. And out of the car, sorry?
Is it Town Club?
It is definitely Town Club.
Alright.
Out of the car steps three figures headed to make their way to the first frat party of the semester. Coming out of the car, we have a large boy dressed in a polo shirt and khakis. Tell us more about this man.
Sup, my name's Chad. I am the president of Psi Alpha Pi, and I'm just ready to get lit at a pregame for Saturday, because, Saturdays are for the boys.
Nice.
Thank you.
Up next, we have a person step out of the car with glasses and stuffing their lab manual back into their backpack.
Well, that sounds like my character.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
My character is Court Lochur, a chem major, big fan of science, numbers, STEM. If you make them read more than a page, they will throw a tantrum. Chem science also likes to, get lit with the boys. All the good stuff.
Yeah.
And finally, a third figure emerges explaining how the Greeks spoke in an oral tradition and that the story of the Iliad and the Odyssey were actually combined and much longer than some people think.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's Gwen. Yeah, she can be that annoying. She's, not really sure how she got with the boys. Just kind of happened. Now she's here, ready to precariously relive her youth.
Yeah, so I
kind of like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I wanted to expand on that. Like, how did y'all meet? Did y'all have class together? Did you run into each other?
I'd guess that Gwen was probably just like lurking around on campus. She tends to hang out over there just because she'll steal the Wi-Fi off campus a lot. And so she probably just ran into them at a free event of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to think that poor tutor Chad and like Jen them.
Yes.
despite Court's best efforts.
And then Chad just saw Gwen and was like, if you want to be friends, we can be friends, and invited her to the frat party. Because Chad just likes to talk to people and be friends.
Gwen's not gonna turn down free alcohol.
Yeah. All right. That was really great. It was nice to hear a little bit more about y'all. So you're exiting the car and headed to this large, white, pillared, columned home that looks like it probably came out of the 1880s. And if you don't go to college in the South, you'll think that this might be a lovely residential home. However, all of these homes belong to some of the wildest frats and sororities in the South. This one in particular is Psi Alpha Phi, of which Chad is president. Chad, tell us a little bit. Chad, tell us a little bit more about what the Alpha Pi's get up to and what y'all sort of stand for.
So, Alpha Pi, main thing is having fun and going crazy. So, they don't stand for anything other than America and the freedom to drink. And what we get up to a lot of partying. We like going to the sorority nights. We technically have a philanthropy. It's to teach children to read. However, we are the children because we don't know how to read. Currently in my 3rd year of Gen Chem. So, yeah.
Curiosity, what is Chad majoring in?
Finance.
That's the best thing is I had everyone else's major down on this sheet except for Chad's, and I didn't even notice.
Chad. So here's the thing about Chad. He does not go to college for education. He is the 5th year legacy, or he's a 5th generation legacy for Phi Alpha Psi. And he's just vibing. That's his thing. He just wants to vibe. Let him vibe. He's fine.
Wow.
Big into vibing.
That's I'm trying to be.
Excellent. So you make your way to the front door of the party, and you crack that bad boy open, and you see all sorts of party stuff happening. What do y'all get into? Tell me what y'all wouldn't do. Tell me what y'all would do.
Chad beelines to the keg stand, or to the keg. Does a keg stand, falls off, hurts his leg a little bit, and decides that he's just gonna take it real slow and just smash back some vodka crayons.
Hey, roll a d4 for me.
Okay. Which one's that?
The pyramid.
I don't know why I'm asking. Oh yeah. That's a 1.
Okay, so you're gonna take 1 hit point of damage from me, please, for spraining your ankle.
Okay.
I don't think you'll miss it.
It's all worth it for the keg stand.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
After watching Chad, the keg stand, Court takes a red Solo cup, fills that bad boy up, and lifts it and proceeds to party, and also ribs on Chad for bumming his ankle doing a bad keg stand.
Court gets into it. Love that. And Gwen, what's up?
One of Gwen's favorite party pastimes is hustling at the pong table by pretending to be really bad for a few rounds and then putting money on it. As the Chads get progressively more and more drunk, and then she breaks it in. So
that's great.
That's nice. So she's gonna start doing that. Y'all can afford it. Can afford the pledge dues.
So Gwen starts a minor racket in the corner, and Chad and Court stand nearby looking on affectionately at the new sort of Bernie Madoff of Pong in the corner. Why don't y'all make a perception check for me?
Oh, nice. I'm proficient.
That's a 12 for me.
That's a 5 from me.
A 5.
You're really drunk, dude.
What's the lightweight?
All right.
I mean, that tracks with your 5 hit points.
Yeah, Court's a frail little person.
At what point do you start taking damage from being drunk?
Don't worry about
it. Mine is 13. He's also like 2 hurricanes deep at this point, so I think we should give him a pass.
So you want to roll with disadvantage? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, a 13 is what would be disadvantage.
Oh, so. That's pretty great. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's perfect.
So you see through the haze of the party, just sort of hiding out in the corner of the room is someone who looks like she is probably a senior. She's chilling in the corner with some circle frame glasses, a green turtleneck, and some Doc Martens kicked up on the ottoman. She's sitting in sort of a wingback seat under a small old-looking lamp, just sort of reading a book and sipping casually on an Athena while the party goes on around her. And
she WUOG?
Well, she sounds not like other girls.
She's not like other girls. Incredibly, none of the frat boys are hitting on her. And Chad, you recognize her as Fern Parker. She lives in a study upstairs, and she's sort of revered around the frat. all the boys respect her and like sort of enjoy having her around and just kind of listen to what she says because it's a house full of frat guys and they sort of need direction in life.
It's a house full of frat guys run by JPJJ. Or sorry, by Chad.
So they're running it into the ground.
Different flavors, same LaCroix, baby.
Oh my
God. So after noticing Fern, Chad, I think you're gonna wave everybody over, and y'all are gonna strike up a conversation. Does anybody want to ask about the frat or sort of what the party's about? What's going on?
Yeah, is there a particular theme?
Yeah, is the theme? Are we wearing costumes?
Is everyone in a toga but us?
So it's not a toga theme. It's actually quarantine.
We're the only ones in togas.
It's quarantine theme.
Oh. For what, like the Spanish flu?
Oh wait, no, I forgot. Okay, let me think of another theme.
How crazy would it be if we had to quarantine?
I like that because I can have stolen like ace protection from the chem lab.
If that's not if that doesn't work, I have a whole list of theme party ideas on my phone. Let me find one.
Tell me which one strikes you as your favorite.
It's definitely not my favorite, but I think it's the most frat one. Probably pirate.
Pirate. So excellent. So everyone's in a pirate outfit. Well, are y'all in a pirate outfit? Tell me what y'all are wearing.
Chad is wearing tight black pants and a waistcoat unbuttoned.
Oh, wow. Very good. Love that.
He has a plastic hook as well. In homage to is a plastic hook that he's holding, in homage to Harry Hook from Descendants.
Wow.
I love that very much.
Thank you.
My computer's frozen. Hopefully that's okay. Gwen, what sort of pirate attire you got?
I'm going to be honest. Gwen has not been in college for a hot minute and has not been a freshman in college for an even hotter minute. So, likely she's not dressed up. Like, I think she put on like a flowy white shirt and that was about it. She's like, look, I'm on theme enough. Give me beer.
That's totally fair and honestly probably what I would do at a party. I'm a little bit of a buzzkill, but Court, what you got?
Court is wearing khakis in a white button down that's unbuttoned just like a little bit too much, so everyone's like a little bit uncomfortable.
There's a little bit of chest showing.
Like no chest hair because they're very frail. In a 3-point hat, and they're really annoyingly pointing out to anyone who asks them that they're not dressed as a pirate, they're dressed as a privateer.
Well, actually, I've been enlisted by the Spanish Armada to help take out pirates.
To take down the pirate.
Yeah, kind of sucks.
I'm sort of a cop if you think about it.
Oh no, come on, poor cop.
So that's great. Lovely party attire. Fern's not wearing the party attire, and she quickly strikes up a conversation when she sees that y'all sort of done your own thing at this pirate party. She says, welcome everybody to Psi Alpha Pi, or welcome you two. Chad, I know you live down the hall. I've heard you around town. How you been, Chad?
Doing pretty good. Kind of failed at a keg stand, but other than that, you know.
Yeah,
it goes how it goes.
I saw that. It was pretty embarrassing. Your morningly keg stand never goes that bad. Are you feeling okay, buddy?
You know, I've had a lot of hurricanes. I put gummy worms at the bottom of it. I thought that'd be good. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I can see how that would affect you negatively.
Yeah, but I'm good other than that, you know. Living.
So y'all are kind of chilling outside the corners of this party. Is everything doing all right? Y'all want to get into it, or I've got Mario Kart upstairs.
I want to get in.
Oh,
Chad's gonna get into it.
Mario Kart high school.
I live here.
Court didn't go to parties in high school. Court just played Mario Kart in high school, so I definitely want to do that.
Court's like, it's on.
Pushes up glasses.
All right. So Chad,
you got Smash.
Yeah, I got Smash. Who do you main?
Rob.
Rob?
Oh my god, I was gonna say Rob.
Nice. I've got Super Smash Bros. Brawl, so I usually main like Snake or Ike. I know it's the inferior Brawl, and I don't have a GameCube controller. I just have the Wiimotes. But if you want to play, that's totally cool, and get out of sort of the craziness of this party. Look, that guy over there just like put his head in a bucket, and now he's calling himself Buckethead.
Oh my god, wow. Brody.
Speaking of, you got Cuphead?
No. Cuphead's for the sweaty gamers. I'm more of a casual, a filthy cash.
Court's gonna like lie and be like,
please note that Gwen is still very much in love with Fern.
So, Chad, are you gonna chill downstairs at the party?
Partying is kind of a way of life for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to let these nerds go alone, so I'm gonna go up with them.
Okay.
I want to party like 2 minutes into this.
The Court is like visibly less enthusiastic upon learning there is no GameCube controller and that we're playing Brawl. It's still going
on. They say like, we're still playing 3 stock no items, right? And Fern's like, of course, I'm not an animal.
Of course, the Thanos man.
Of course. Court knows if you hold down Z.
Hurricane.
Okay, grab a hurricane. Court knows if you hold down Z on the nunchuck when you select Samus, she becomes Zero Suit Samus, and Court's very much into that.
No, Court's a purist. Court doesn't play any characters that were introduced post Melee.
Oh shoot!
Oh my god!
Wow.
Actually, Court prefers Project M, which is a hack of Melee.
Was that the Flash game?
Friendship.
Was that the Flash Melee that was on that website?
No, I know what you're talking about though, but it's like it's like they literally went the files of the original Melee and doctored it a little bit so it's more competitive, whatever.
Oh, that's cool. I forgot
I don't actually play it, but Court does.
I forgot I had a cat and he walked out from under my bed and I just about like yelled.
Oh my gosh, no, that happens to me all the time. I'll be like laying in my bed, it's pitch dark, and then I'll just feel something land on top of me and I lose my mind.
Oh, the cat chat.
The cat chat. Alright. Go. You're gonna go?
Anyway.
You can go. Alright. So you make your way up your stairs, up the stairs, with Fern and the 3 of y'all. Ugh, sorry. I don't know what that was. I just about choked, but I'm good. So you make your way up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs, you can see through a random bedroom, somebody left the TV on, and on TV is the president of the University of Georgia, Barry Lesnick, addressing some recent concerns about a hike in tuition. And I think the 4 of y'all stand at the door, and you look in, and Fern says something like, "What a joke! Raising tuition again? Like, my shifts at Eurorap aren't going to cover this anymore." Well,
and those, will you play tuition?
What's fruition?
Gwen is like thinking this doesn't affect me, but it's very concerned for Fern.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said she had wire rims, round glasses. Like, I'm sorry.
Of course she works at Eurorap, and I'm also very in love with her.
You could have made her work at the Grip.
Oh shoot, that would have been really good too. So you make your way down the hall to Fern's room and study, and this is the nicest room in the house. It looks like it's got about 20-foot ceilings. It's in a circular part of the house that almost looks like a tower, and there are books floor to ceiling on mahogany shelves. And from around the corner of one bookshelf walks an orange cat. And Fern calls out to her cat Flora, and Flora runs up and sort of weaves between y'all's legs, purring quietly.
Does Fern live here?
Yeah, Fern lives here.
Okay, I forgot.
Yeah, Chad. Fern lives here.
Chad is never sober inside this house.
Yeah.
Right.
And Fern's like, Chad, I'm concerned about your alcoholism. Every morning I see you and you're never sober. We'll talk about that more later, though.
Chad, alcoholism until you graduate?
Yeah.
I like that you mentioned a morning keg stand.
Yeah. Wake up.
I noticed
drink.
that as well.
It's full of mimosa, obviously. We got to keep it from time with breakfast.
What's the like mimosa tower thing where like at a brunch place they'll just bring by like
I think it's just called a mimosa tower.
Yeah. Yeah, Chad just unhinges his jaw and just slurps it down.
Yeah.
A man's home is a castle, and this castle has mimosa towers.
That was his platform when running for president.
Oh my god.
He's I think his platform was mostly just drinking and vibing. Picking up the vibe. So before you all sit down,
did I hear you correctly?
What'd you say? Sorry?
I said 40 acres and a mimosa.
Yeah, I did hear you correctly.
Oh my word.
Chad's a good man.
Chad's a kind soul. So Fern sits down with all y'all on what is the most hipster type of chair? Some wicker chairs, which are not at all comfortable, but absolutely fit the vibe. And she whips out the Wii, turns it on, it makes that lovely sound. It's like 11:10 p.m. and she hovers the little mouse hand over Brawl, and she says, "Are you sure y'all want to play Brawl? We got some Mario Kart. I got Mario Party too, if that's like what y'all are into."
Which Mario Party? Because if it's not the one where we can really mess each other up with the train, then I don't care.
6? I only remember 8 being a thing. Quick Google aside. Mario
I forgot
Party
which one it is.
6. That was a GameCube game. That would work. All right, cool. The lore stands. So as she goes to ask you that question, let's roll a dex. Let's roll dex. Let's do that.
Okay.
Everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's okay. Dex plus critical fail.
You had a crit fail?
Critically fail?
Yes.
You crit fail? Oh, this is a good start to a good series. All right.
On the opposite of that, I got a nat 20 plus 1 is 21.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I got an 18.
Okay. So, Court and Gwen, you hear a low hum come from what sounds like the attic. And you look up, and just as you look up, you see a beam of red light strike down through the roof of the house, down into the tower, and straight through the floor that you just came through outside the door. So the floor of the tower is intact, the outside entrance is now gone.
So we're trapped in the tower?
Yes, as this beam of red light has shot through at a sort of diagonal through the tower and the house itself. You hear screams come from downstairs, and you hear sounds of vacating. You hear windows being smashed and doors being thrown open as people run out of the building. And Flora the cat darts out the door. Fern stands up and yells. I haven't gotten to Chad yet. Chad, you got caught directly by the beam, and you were sort of like punched through the floor. Can you roll a D4 for me again?
Oh my god. 1 second. Jesus. 3.
Alright, so take 3 points of damage from me.
No. Okay, it's fine. I still have like 10.
You're kind of a tank.
I kind of am. You can't kill me.
That's kind of your thing.
Court hears the snatching and screaming and thinks, "Oh man, I always leave the party right as things get good."
So
Gwen is gonna ask. Well, I guess it wouldn't be appropriate if Chad got hurt, because her first thought is rival frat, question mark?
So, Gwen, I guess you shout down the hole, like, asking Chad if he's okay. Chad, how are you feeling?
Vibin'. Oh my, that just sounds false.
Okay. So, Court,
also,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think that I need to reiterate, can't feel it. He is very wasted.
Oh, and I assume getting struck by a beam from heaven didn't help, huh?
It's just kind of like, might as well happen.
Over the course of these days.
This might as well happen. So, all right, Chad, you've been struck through the floor of the floor you were on, and you're now in the basement, surrounded by sort of, I think, trash and debris. You see a bunch of beer boxes surrounding you. Court and Gwen, what do you do?
So can we see all the way down to Chad? Or
Yeah, you can see
into the abyss?
You can see at the angle you're at, you can see moonlight now illuminating through the roof, down at an angle to the floor that Chad got punched through, down another 2 floors, sort of at a 45-degree angle. You can see Chad laying sort of in the light, illuminated, surrounded by trash and beer boxes.
How picturesque.
Yeah,
natural.
Very Renaissance.
Like a Renaissance painting. What do we see if we look up?
If you look up, you see a red glow that appears from the stars and just the night sky above you. So sort of a residual red glow to the sky.
I'm gonna turn to Gwen and ask if she has any absolute oh my god, not Gwen, Fern. Have any absolute earthly idea what that just was?
She goes, I really have, I have an idea of what this could be, and I need to go find my cat. And she runs out the front door of her room, tiptoeing around the hole in the floor to find Flora first.
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah. But, so, Court and Gwen, what's up next?
Oh, jeez. How far down is our good friend Chad?
I'd say like 24 feet, right? Like that's like 2 stories down.
Oh man,
he fell 2 stories.
I mean, he got blasted 2 stories
still
down.
Alive.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
I think
it's just from the blast.
I think the drunkenness should half the damage.
No, it's definitely like the Russell jumper. It's like the only reason he's still alive is because he's blasted.
Oh god. Yeah, is there anything in Fern's room that we could I don't know, tie some sheets together? Or I guess we should that seems like it's too much. Court, we should probably just go around and try to do what Fern just did to get down.
Yeah, we should simply go outside.
Before you exit Fern's room, she yells down the hallway, "Look in my desk! Right-hand drawer!" And she runs and gets the cat.
Huh.
Jeez, maybe we should check the right-hand drawer for desk.
Thank God she knew we weren't going to check that otherwise.
That might be some planning on my part, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess we'll look at the right-hand drawer.
Okay. Her right-hand drawer is unlocked, and inside you see all sorts of strange equipment. So as a ranger, Gwen, you'll find all of your weapons and kit in there. They're now yours. Sick. As well as Chad's barbarian gear, whatever it might be.
So Fern's like a sword girl.
Yeah. So, I mean, she listens to Girl in Red. She has a sword. Say what you will. So, I mean, obviously, this is outside of the narrative. Y'all grab this gear. You don't necessarily know what it is. And Court, I imagine as a chemist, you have some supplies that you keep on you. You stay strapped. but I'm sure you'll find something.
Casually stay strapped with like ingredients to make a bomb. No big deal.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna say that I keep them on me for party tricks, and they just also happen to be able to make like acid and bombs.
You're like
or something.
What was the girl from Big Hero 6 who just had that purse?
Oh,
was it honey something?
Honey lemon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like honey lemon, but insufferable.
Yeah, honey lemon, but insufferable. That's the vibe of this season. So you grab the several kits, and do you make your way downstairs?
Yeah. Presumably.
Okay.
Chad is in the basement making snow angels on the floor.
Okay, Chad.
You're
now in the unfinished basement.
Be like, should we disturb him with this? He's pretty happy.
Chad, you're in the unfinished basement of Psi Alpha Phi. That sort of became your go-to dumpster, and once a month you'd send down some pledges or someone to clean it out and take it to a dumpster.
Oh my god, question. Did the pledges ever confirmed come out? Or are we going to like...
No, you're not about to find some bodies of pledges down there. However, Chad, as you're making your box angels, you notice several boxes take on a red glow, and they start to sort of come together in the shape of legs, a waist, torso, head, 2 arms, a cardboard shield, and a cardboard bludgeon. You see before you 3 Bud Knights assembled.
Oh my god.
Assembled. One of them is significantly bigger than the rest. The Bud Knight Alpha is around 10 feet tall, and the Bud Knight Beta and Bud Knight Gamma are around 8 feet tall.
Oh my god. Chad just goes, am I on acid right
now? So they stand to their full height and look down on you as the rest of the party reaches the top of the stairs. Chad, what do you do?
Oh my god, what can I do? I'm ready for a fight. Chad is going to just charge at the big one.
All right, you're just gonna charge at the big guy. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make this an attack of opportunity, or outside of combat attack, because I guess they just got born. They were just brought into this world. So
an advantage. Then.
Oh, they're just babies.
You should have hurt them, Chad.
Yeah, so Chad, you're gonna get advantage on this first attack. Which one are you going for?
Big one.
Bud Knight Alpha. All right, go ahead and roll for me.
Sick. Okay. 16.
16 to hit. That definitely hits. And roll damage.
Cool. Okay. 1 second, sorry. I'm having a hard time. I forgot that this was unarmed. That is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. All right. You punch a hole straight through the head of Bud Knight Alpha. You pull your fist out, and you see a hole straight through Bud Knight Alpha's head. And Bud Knight Alpha does not seem perturbed by this hole in his head. He moves closer towards you after you retreat from your head punch, from your Superman punch, and the rest of the party makes it down into the basement. I think it's time to roll initiative.
That is a 9.
I also have a 9.
16.
All right. 1 second, everybody. Please remember your rolls. Isabel, you had a 9?
I have a 16.
You had a 16, and you had a 9.
Yes.
Awesome. And Will, what'd you have?
Also a 9.
Excellent. So, order of combat. Bud Knight Alpha takes the first turn with with his 19 initiative.
Oh my god.
So Bud Knight looks at you retreating to get back to the front, to get back to the bottom of the staircase, and you hear a deep, raspy voice yell, "Beer me!" And
Is it coming from the boxes?
It's coming from what looks like the hollow head that you just punched a hole through. So you see a cold can of Bud launch from the Bud Knight's fist at you. That's a 13 to hit.
Wait, so for armor class, is it like, so my armor class is a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like it needs above, or
I think tie goes to the defender, right? I'm pretty sure.
Thanks.
Here, contests.
I always thought meets it beats it, but
yeah, that was my. I thought it was like 13 to hit.
Oh, yeah, if it meets it beats it. Yeah, that does track, doesn't it? I've got an online copy of the player's handbook that I'm like quickly scrolling through here, and meets it beats it sounds right. So the can of Bud catches you squarely in the back as you retreat for here. We're beating up on Chad. Sorry, Chad. That is 6 damage.
It's just like a regular Saturday for him. Oh my god.
This is your regular Saturday. So that is 6 points of damage.
Oh my god, okay.
He's like, what? I was a pledge? I've been through worse.
The body of a pledge before you. Alright, so that brings us back to Chad. Chad, the whole party is now downstairs. You're free to interact with them or run back and punch or do whatever you want. What's up?
So I'm gonna go to them, seeing that they have like a bunch of supplies. I am going to go to them and grab my great axe.
That's a great axe.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to attack Bud Knight Alpha again with my great axe.
Alright, Bud Knight Alpha. Alright, go ahead and roll for me.
1 second. If it like fell off my desk, do I get to roll again?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. Also, I'm not with you, so I couldn't even check you. So do whatever you want.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like a good person. 13.
Alright, 13 to hit. That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That's a 12. 1 second. Sorry, I'm like, because I have like weapons instead of just spells, I'm like trying to figure out what all these die are.
Mm-hmm.
5 points of damage.
Sorry, that cut out.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Alright. Good hit. Up next in the order of combat comes to Gwen.
Out of curiosity, like, what else is in the basement?
It's a completely unfinished basement, so you've got some sort of walls made out of wood that are just framed, but they aren't filled in, and just sort of cinder blocks around, and I think like probably some PVC pipes sticking up out of the ground. Very bare bones, probably 20 by 40 room.
That's a shame, because my first thought was Everclear Molotov cocktail.
Oh, okay.
It's a frat. I figured they had that lying around.
Sure.
And they're made out of cardboard, so they'd be flammable. It'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Has his jewel. Do you want him to set it on fire?
God, smoke cigarettes like a real person.
We're not advocating for the smoking of cigarettes here on the show.
That was in character.
Absolutely, yes.
Anyway, but yeah, okay. In lieu of sick Molotov cocktail explosion, Gwen will just attack with, I guess, she's never used a bow, like, beyond, like, archery and, like, Girl Scout camp.
Okay.
Like, a while back.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna give it a try. She's like, they're, like, 20 feet away. They're huge. This is all I got. So, yeah. She's gonna hit, or, roll to hit with her longbow. Or wait, longbow wouldn't be the move, would it?
I mean,
because they're
the range?
Less than 100. They're less than 150 feet away.
Yeah.
Would it help if I told you what I plan to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am gonna do a Molotov cocktail. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So in that case, I also have a dagger. So she's just gonna like run up to not the. So, are they all like lined up in a row, or like so they're equally close to us, or would you have to run past Bud Knight Alpha to get to?
Yeah, so
others?
Bud Knight Alpha is standing in the middle of the group, flanked on either side. They're probably all about 4 feet from each other in a triangle with Bud Knight Alpha in the front.
Okay, I guess she will go for Bud Knight Alpha then. She's gonna like jump up and try to like just stab the like chest area.
Okay.
And like rip down, and use gravity to like tear a bigger hole. So let's see here. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Please
yes,
God.
A 17 does hit on Bud Knight Alpha. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Okay. That's a D4. 3.
All right. So Bud Knight Alpha is held together by some scraps at this point, but still standing. Court, you're up next in the lineup.
Okay, so I have the cantrip, Firebolt.
Okay.
Which I'm going to say I use my chem knowledge plus, the chemicals that I apparently keep on me. Plus, I don't know, maybe there's a bottle of liquor lying around to make a like a Firebolt style Molotov cocktail or some such.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna roll that to hit. And that's gonna be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And this is just kind of in the general area of the cardboard men. That does 6 points of damage.
Excellent. So with that Molotov, I think is Firebolt a single target or is it area of effect?
Creature or object within range. So I think it is target.
Okay.
Let's say I was going for Big Boy.
Okay. So Big Boy catches the Molotov directly in his now opened chest cavity, and sort of you see him burn from within. He crumples to the ground, no longer illuminated red. Bud Knight Alpha is slain. That takes us to Bud Knight Beta, his right-hand man. That's the worst name, isn't it? Bud Knight Beta.
Yes.
Bud Knight Beta turns his attention to Court, seeing as they just took down the Alpha. And Bud Knight Beta says, "No, Brewski brother."
Oh my God.
And closes.
Wayne is significantly less intimidated.
I was like, now you're speaking my language.
Do you feel for their plight?
Chad is starting to empathize.
A little bit. I just wanted to drink beer, and sometimes the beer wants to drink me back.
Considering the first one yelled "beer me" before launching a beer at your back.
They yelled that?
Yeah, he yelled "beer me," as in like fear me, but also pass the beer.
Oh, I heard fear me.
Oh no, it was beer me. Sorry.
No.
I specifically I named his range attack Beer Me because I thought it was funny.
No, that's hilarious.
So Bud Knight Beta closes the gap to Court, and he's gonna bring one 12-pack hand up in the air to bring it down, and that is a 6 to hit.
It does not hit.
Oh, he whiffs. He hits the ground right next to you, and you scoot out of the way. Scoot. That brings us to Bud Knight Gamma, who seemed to be more upset by the fact that he watched Gwen bury a knife in the chest of his leader, and he comes after Gwen, also bringing down his little beer hands together in the same sort of slamming fashion.
You say little beer hands, but I imagine like full 12 packs.
Oh yeah, it's definitely full 12 packs, but he's just
Are
a little
they
beer
tall
boy.
boys?
He's a little no, he's actually Edward 40 handsing it, and
Oh my god.
I think that's the
Wow.
best look. That's probably what it looks like. So that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. That takes us back to the top of the order, which was previously Bud Knight Alpha. So, Chad, what's up?
All right. So, still have my great axe. And I think I'm just gonna go for it again with Bud Knight Beta.
Awesome.
Because Chad just wants to fight. And I really respect that about him. That's a 10 to hit.
That does hit.
But that is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Alrighty. Next in the order is Gwen.
Okay, yeah. Gwen is just gonna attack the Bud Knight that attacked her.
Okay.
And really did some damage there.
That's
just
Bud Knight Gamma for those of y'all keeping track.
19.
19 does hit.
Cool. I'm glad. All for 1 point of damage. All that.
What did you do to Bud Knight Gamma?
I guess I just poked him with the dagger. I went boop.
You said, no, get back, silly goose.
Stop that. Owie.
Ouch. So that takes us to Court.
Describe something for me. How close together are Bud Knights, Gamma, Beta, and dear Gwen?
So Gwen is probably 10 feet from Bud Knight Gamma, and you are about 10 feet from Bud Knight Beta. However, y'all are separated by about 20 feet as they split up to hit y'all.
Gotcha. So they are not near each other.
No, they're separated.
Right. In that case, I'm just gonna do Firebolt again on Bud Knight Beta.
Bud Knight Beta.
Me, so I'm gonna Fire Smash him.
All right, go ahead and roll.
You're gonna burn him to a crisp.
It's a 7 to hit, unfortunately.
7 does not hit. So your Molotov flies by him and clinks to the ground. It looks like the fuse didn't light in the air. So
about the way.
Now it's just unused alcohol.
Ain't that the way?
That's okay.
So up next in the batting order is Bud Knight Beta, who just watched a totally perfectly fine bottle of Bud fly by his head. He feels like he just watched a child get punted, so he's pretty upset with what sort of just happened.
I really like the idea that it's possible to make a Molotov cocktail out of a bottle of Bud Light.
In the perfect universe, I think that's possible.
It's not. Well, I guess the perfect universe, yeah.
In my perfect universe, of my concoction, Bud has an incredibly high alcohol per volume content in my universe.
It's efficient.
It is efficient. 12-pack is enough to put out a party. So Bud Knight Beta is gonna come after Court after the failed attempt of a Molotov, and gonna sort of bring his Bud Edward 40 hand mitts together, sort of on either side of your chest. So they're gonna roll. That is a 7 to hit. Probably does not hit.
Once again, does not hit.
Bud Knight Beta is whiffing, truly living up to the beta name.
Nice.
Bud Knight Gamma is gonna go after Gwen again for the little paper cut. Sort of bringing his hands together in the same two-handed sweep. That is a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Wow, these boys be whiffing. Chad.
Thank God, honestly.
Chad, we're back to you.
All right. So I just learned that one of the things that barbarians can do is two-weapon fight.
Oh.
What?
Do you get rage at level 1?
Yeah, I can rage as well.
Chad stays raging.
But Chad's HP is like very low, so I'm probably not going to do that unless he gets desperate. What I am going to do is put my great axe down, get my 2 hand axes from the bag, and throw them. 1 at Gamma, 1 at Beta.
All right, go ahead and roll attacks for both of those.
Okay.
Let's listen up the Chad name.
Do not crit fail and take off Gwen's head, please.
So, first one, I guess this is going to Beta, is a 16 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then that is 9 points of damage.
All right.
Oh my God.
And then I guess it's Gamma. That's a 19 plus 5. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, you're good.
And then that is 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that definitely takes a toll on them.
Yeah, bruh.
Alright, we're back to Gwen.
Okay, she's gonna see what has just been done and that damage has been dealt. She's riding the high of not having gotten hit that first time. She's gonna go for the dagger again, hopefully with a little more oomph. That's an 11 to hit.
11 does hit.
Yay! 4!
4, very good. All right, good hit. And next up is Court.
Oh yeah. So how close am I to the Beta?
To Bud Knight Beta, you're about 10 feet. You could get there and still attack.
Fantastic. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to cast a cantrip Poison Spray.
Ooh.
Jump in and say, maybe, I don't know, I found a discarded can of mace from a sorority girl keychain.
Oh, no. But yeah, that's realistic, I guess.
I don't know. That feels kind of icky to say. I don't really know where I'm going with this one.
You just found mace.
Anyway, I found some mace. Why not? And I'm gonna roll that. I'm just trying to figure out what this is based off. Okay. Yeah, 13 to hit.
Okay, that does hit.
Fantastic. And then that's going to do 1d12, so 3 damage.
Okay, Bud Knight Beta takes no damage because he is immune to poison being a cardboard box.
Yeah.
So that'll take us to Bud Knight Beta, who is now, I guess, coated in mace.
This is just the perfect example of like street smarts versus like, like book smarts. It's like, oh yes, acid will do the trick, and then it's like,
Court is definitely a book smart.
So before Bud Knight Beta gets at it, 90.5 is WUOG Athens. You're listening to D90.5, in which our brave heroes of D&D 5e are taking on a bunch of beer boxes. Not like drinking, but like fighting.
Bud Knights, baby.
Bud Knight Beta, which honestly has the best mouthfeel of any enemy I think I've ever seen. Bud Knight Beta brings his pepper-sprayed hands to his chest and jabs one sharp punch at Court.
Question: Are his hands now poisoned?
You know, that would be really cool, but I think the mace wore off just to be a little bit nice to y'all.
Fair.
That is an 8 to hit.
That does not hit.
Court dodges these blows like a champion. Considering one of these hits could definitely like bloody him. So that brings us to Bud Knight Gamma, who goes after Gwen one more time. I think we're gonna change it up. He tries to kick like a really good kick. That is an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
He whiffs like a funny slip on a banana peel man.
Gwen laughs.
Oh, Bud Knight Gamma is hurt.
Good. Does he take psychological damage?
He does not take fall damage as he's cardboard.
Oh no, I meant psych damage.
Oh, psychic damage.
Have a brain.
Yeah, he takes. You know what? He takes 1 point of psychic damage because while he's cardboard, he has feelings, and he says, "Aww." Chad.
Don't sympathize.
Chad, feeling bad for the cardboard man. You're up.
Right, so Chad has thrown both hand axes. So he goes back to the great axe and was like, I guess you'll do. And he's just gonna pick it up and he's just gonna try to like slash at who's closer to him?
Bud Knight Gamma.
Okay, he's gonna try to slash at Bud Knight Gamma. And that is a 19 plus 5, a 24.
Yeah, you got it. You're fine.
And then that's 14 points of damage.
Yeah, so with your great axe, you slash it through him several times, and he falls to the ground very dead, and you just hear from beyond his grave as his red essence fades away, "Aww."
Chad's gonna say, "No, bro, beer me."
Beer me. So Gwen, you're up next, and the only remaining enemy is Bud Knight Beta.
How far away is Bud Knight Beta?
10 feet.
Okay. You know, she's just gonna run up and do the little stabby stab again. That has been working out all right. This time she'll go for the feet.
Go for
that sounds like it would really hurt.
Probably.
Maybe myself, because that's a critical failure.
Oh no. Okay. So, all right. Roll damage.
Oh lord. Okay. That's a 2.
All right. On a crit fail, you like go to stab with the dagger, and it leaves your hand, and it sort of falls on Court's foot.
Oh no!
Kind of
Court,
going through their shoe. So Court, go ahead and take 2 points of damage.
Oh man, I'm so squishy already.
No.
There goes what 4/10 of your health.
Yep.
All right.
I wish I'd taken the damage.
I wish it were me. Court, you're up.
You know, I'm gonna find it deep in my heart and forgive Gwen, and then I'm gonna cast Firebolt again on Beta. That is a 9 to hit.
All right, a 9 does hit.
Fantastic, and that's gonna do 1 damage.
All right, so 1 damage. Bud Knight Beta took 1 damage. Looking a little rough. Still held together by that good adhesive. Bud Knight Beta, how's he feeling? He's not feeling super great. But he sees Chad with the great axe, and he feels like he's got to just straight up body slam this one. The only language Chad knows is RKOs, and he's here to deliver. So that is and 9 to hit. Does not hit.
Not hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was gonna say, suck it, bro.
That takes us back to Chad.
Alright. Now that this guy has just like slammed up next to me, I'm just gonna take my great axe and try to like turn around and hit him.
Okay.
And that is a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
and that is 13 points of damage.
Oh yeah, he's super dead. He's gone. So with that, all the Bud Knights are vanquished.
We have Chad, the valuable member.
Go ahead and take, I guess, 500 XP. Let's do 500 XP.
Oh yeah, that's a level.
Yeah.
How do I?
We'll level for next session. I think I'm just gonna do a level per session to help track.
Sounds good.
How do I? Sorry, I'm really confused about how to add XP. Oh wait, never mind. I see it now. Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
It worked for me.
My cat's in the trash.
Oh, garbage kitty.
All right.
Love it, friend.
We're good. So, after vanquishing the 3 Bud Knights, you see the red mist retreat and then return with sudden intensity, building together the Natty Knight, a centaur built out of Natty Light cases.
Oh my god.
It comes together and it bellows with 3 heads. Beer me, beer me, beer me. And
like a Natty Lionel.
Natty Lionel's very good. I think that's gonna stick actually. And the Natty Lionel comes together to face the 3 of you. And as you turn around, you see from over your heads a metal ball bearing, illuminated in fire, fly through the middle head of the Natty Lionel, which bursts into flame, and then 2 similar ball bearings come flying from behind, catching the other heads on fire as well. And the Natty Lionel explodes in red mist, which dissipates. You turn around, and at the top of the steps, peering down into the basement, is Fern. And over her wireframe glasses, she looks and says, "Hey guys, so I've got some explaining to do."
Is Flora anywhere around?
Flora is in a sort of cat backpack on her back, and with a little bubble.
Question, is Flora her familiar and she used her as a conduit to shoot out these fireballs? Because that would be hilarious.
You know what? That would be a great story element. We'll just have to feel that one out.
I'm sorry. I have a lot of questions. I love this.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions about Fern, but we'll talk about her a little bit. So the 3 of you retreat back to Fern's room upstairs, stepping carefully around the large hole in the floor. And Fern produces a map, which looks like it was cobbled together from some of the remains of the beer boxes from downstairs. The map is a map of Athens Clark County, and
that's where we live.
That is where we live. And you can see at your current location at the intersection of Millage Avenue and Springdale is a red circle. You notice off the edge of the corner, you see a yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet circle. And as the red circle appears on Millage Avenue, it becomes a red X. And an orange dot appears on Onetta Street, which is out of downtown in sort of the Clark County area. Fern sits down after hanging this map up on the wall, and she explains, "All right, I haven't been super forthright with y'all, and maybe I should have talked about this a little bit before Mario Kart started. But it's 2020, and Athens isn't due for a little bit of trouble." And she sits down and puts her cat in her lap. And she says, I wanted to talk to y'all from the beginning. I'm a researcher at UGA, and I'm sort of here researching some weird antiquities. I found a trend that I wrote about in my thesis, and all my professors sort of didn't love it, but I think it's real, and it looks like y'all can handle yourselves. This might get super freaky. I'm sorry. Do y'all want to talk about this? Because like, I totally get it. If you're really weirded out right now, a lot has just happened.
I'd like to know, considering we almost died.
Oh yeah, that does seem fair, doesn't it?
Did you see me fall through like 3 floors?
Yeah, I did.
I'm still not sure how you managed to survive that.
I did.
Look at me. I'm just a beefcake.
I did watch y'all get punched through the floor, which, looking back, that's not super ideal. Let's not do that in the future. But look around you. You look around, surrounded by a library of ancient-looking books. And Fern explains, every 500 years, a city on Earth named Athens. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's astrology or astronomy, but somehow Earth is in this window where a city called Athens can get attacked by 7 things, and it's never the same, and I've tried to track it over the course of history. 500 years ago, it was Athens, Greece, and pretty consistently it's been Athens, Greece, each 500 years. But every time that this happens, somebody's behind it, like somebody conjured it. It's never a wild circumstance, it's always planned. And 5 years ago, I was studying and I found this trend, and I was concerned because in the next 5 years something bad was going to happen. So I thought I would address it. Nobody's listened to me until now. I didn't know if it would happen tonight. I just kind of wanted to sit and wait and see what happened. Do y'all have any questions? Because this is wild. This is so out of left field. I'm sorry.
I have many questions. Yes. But I don't know where to begin.
So, like, are we gonna die?
Yeah, pretty typically, if the things don't get defeated, it's pretty catastrophic. A lot of people die.
Are they, like, the god? Or are they magic? Or what?
Like, who causes it?
Yeah.
Historically, it's been a sort of dark sorcerer or wizard who sort of summons the ritual into being. Of course, I have no clue of what it is. I've done the best I can on my own, and I've tried to enlist people to help, but I can't find anyone. Nobody wants to help, because who's going to help in a once in every 500 years threat?
That seems like something that should be planned for.
Yeah, you'd think.
What happened last time?
So 500 years ago was Athens, Greece, and from what I can tell, only 2 of the creatures were defeated, and the city underwent a 100-year-long plague. Not many people lived in Athens, Greece, in 1500, from what I can tell. I don't know really history super well, but from what I can tell, it was just kind of generally bad. A lot of people died. Don't know a certain number because recordings are hard to find. But generally bad vibes from what I can tell.
Okay. So you said only 2 of the monsters were defeated? So, like, what happened to them?
Yeah,
like the other ones.
So the other ones, I don't think they were ever found, because whoever defeated the first 2 didn't make it to the rest, and as a result, never found where they were. What I can consistently tell is there's always a party of people looking to stop it, and there's always a map that only shows the next location after a creature's defeated. So it looks like this map here is showing the next location, which it's off Onett Street. I've never been over there. I can spell it for y'all if you want to like Google it.
Is it Oneta?
Yes.
Cool.
Did you find anything?
looks like it is by Tolalik, which I love.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks like it's
Oh,
always at a place
yeah.
of cultural significance. I don't
Are
know
you
if
talking about the Harrison Poultry Factory?
I think we got to get over there and investigate for ourselves.
Oh
But
God, are we gonna fight a giant chicken?
yeah, I mean, I hope not. I'm a vegetarian, but I don't know if I could beat up a giant chicken.
What? Yeah,
Um,
fair enough. Fair enough, Fern.
but I think y'all have already done enough for tonight. I think the best thing that we can do is just sort of get some rest and try again tomorrow.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah, I definitely need to take a good long rest.
Mm-hmm.
I could sure use a rest this long.
A long.
About 8 hours of uninterrupted rest.
Yeah,
Will restore.
Right now.
Y'all go and get some rest. It's been a long day. So we'll do our best to try to recoup in the morning. Get it? It's a chicken pun.
Oh my God! So it is. Oh, sorry, Pilgrim's Pride, not the Harrison Poultry.
I truly don't know. It looks like there's like a wedding venue over there. I don't truly know.
Nothing says romance like the chicken assembly line.
That's right.
Wait, I think this is the tree room. Have y'all been over there?
Oh, I was really distracted.
Y'all know
Pilgrim's Pride.
y'all know what the tree room is?
Yeah, I've heard of the tree room.
It's that warehouse where the roof collapsed and then they made it a wedding venue, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ants.
All right. Let's go check that out tomorrow morning. We'll call it a date.
Sounds a date. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow is the day of the week that we're gonna go check it out.
Cool. I don't know why you phrase it like that.
I don't know. I'm just trying to keep with the kids. I'm a grad student. Is that what people say?
Oh my God, you're older too. Okay, yeah.
All right. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow morning.
Okay. Good night.
All right. Bye, guys. All right. So I think Chad, you're the only one who stays at the house because you live there. Chad, do you wanna talk about your long rest routine?
So, Chad is going to go up the stairs into his bed, and he's just gonna pass out because he's really tired, and he's kind of like, was that like, am I high? Because that's also pretty normal for him. And he's just gonna fall asleep.
Great. He just conks out.
Yeah.
Court, what's your home life and rest routine?
Oh man, I don't even know anymore after all that. I guess I try and get a ride back to my apartment, or maybe I can crash here. Is there a couch or something?
Wait, before Chad goes to bed, he will say, "Oh wait, y'all can like sleep here. People will crash here. People pass out on the floor like all the time."
I'm passing out on the floor.
And yeah, you pass out on the floor.
I'm a good host.
And as you crawl down in the sort of dark room, you bump into something, and it's just a guy who passed out earlier. Kind of missed the whole thing happening, but you scoot a couple feet over to a different section of floor and curl up. And Gwen, what's your rest routine?
I'm not gonna lie, Gwen's probably not going to spend the night on the floor of a frat house.
Why not?
Fern's like, hey, I gotta pull out like in my room. Do you wanna can take my room? Yeah. All right. So she pulls out the pullout for you. She makes sure you get to bed. And she's like, hey, I'm gonna go spend the night at my friend's house, but let me know if you need anything. All right, just call me.
Okay.
She gives you.
I need your number for that.
Oh, yeah. Here, and y'all switch numbers. And Fern's like,
is Flora around?
Yeah, Flora's around. Flora's gonna curl up next to your head.
A beautiful night.
Friend's like, all right, I want to go hang out at my friend's place and sort of think things out. You know, I'm not really super tired, but, you know, take my room. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Fern.
All right, bye. See y'all. Disappointing, but we need a drawn out character development.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anne.
It's fine.
So y'all rest and wake up the next morning ready to face wherever this orange dot on Onetta Street is. And I think that's where we're going to call this episode because I'm kind of out of plans, you know? Didn't know how this would go.
Okay. You know,
okay.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Stopping the recording now.
Bye.
Bye.